Hero from the Wrong Side of the Track Retires. Profile by Chester Byron Langdon, November 11, 1940. The Great Depression had darkened almost every door in this country, and war clouds were gathering on the European horizon. America was hungry for a hero. Then came a horse named Seabiscuit, whose looks hid the champion he would become. He was knobby-kneed and undersized, and had a laid-back, leisurely demeanor, but he hadn't a trace of a malady where it counts in a champion. His heart abounded in courage and overflowed with determination. Foaled in 1933, Seabiscuit grew up in Kentucky. His performance in his first races was mediocre. Hard work at a young age had made him lethargic, and in 1936, his owners sold the tired colt to Charles S. Howard. Howard, a wealthy businessman, had pioneered the sale of automobiles in California. Howard formed an unorthodox team. Seabiscuit's new trainer was Tom Smith, known for his reluctance to speak, and Johnny Red Pollard was Seabiscuit's jockey. Most people in the racing world did not know that Pollard was blind in one eye, thus depriving him of bifocal vision and depth perception. The team led a nomadic existence, escorting their horse to races in the eastern states, the Midwest, and California. Against the odds, Seabiscuit's record improved, and he quickly gathered increasing attention in the racing community. Howard was a born marketer, a Western-bred underdog challenging the East Coast racing establishment. It was just the role that millions of Americans wanted a winning horse to play. Amid the turmoil and confusion of the Depression, down and out and starved for hope, Seabiscuit's fans saw in him a gritty fighter. The horse became a celebrity almost overnight. Seabiscuit-itis swept the nation. A huge cache of press clippings devoted to the thoroughbred showed that Seabiscuit, at one point, enjoyed more publicity than President Franklin D. Roosevelt. But as the saying goes, trouble rides a fast horse, and it caught up with this racing team. In early 1938, jockey Pollard fell from another horse and shattered his collarbone in a heart-rending accident that kept him from riding. The same year, with Pollard sidelined, the quest for a match race against War Admiral, a scion of the Eastern horse racing establishment, came to an exciting end. Pimlico Racecourse, near Baltimore, announced it would host the Match of the Century on November 1, 1938. A new jockey, George Wolfe, would pilot Seabiscuit in the most important contest of both of their careers. The outcome was sensational. Seabiscuit beat the favorite by 4 lengths, about 11 yards, to the delight of 40,000 fans at the track and an estimated radio audience of 40 million people. Never a braggart, Pollard dryly remarked from his hospital bed that his horse had turned War Admiral into a Rear Admiral. In early 1940, Seabiscuit pulled a ligament and left the track to rest in the quiet seclusion of Howard's ranch. It was said he would never race again. Howard and Smith, however, did not become despondent. They believed in their horse, and Seabiscuit had one more race to claim: the coveted Santa Anita Derby in California, with its $100,000 prize. Seabiscuit, with Pollard back in the saddle, came from behind to win, setting a record track time and reinforcing his status as the country's greatest racehorse. No wonder Seabiscuit had become an American legend. Now he will retire permanently at Howard's Ranch to enjoy the lazy, mellow life he deserves.
Abound. Abound. Abound is a verb meaning to be plentiful or to be filled. After a rainy spring, fields and meadows usually abound with wild flowers. Or, doubts about the wisdom of a certain course of action may abound. Now you say abound. Repeat the word. Braggart. Braggart. Braggart functions as two parts of speech. It can be a noun meaning a boaster. Most people consider braggarts social nuisances. Or, braggart can be an adjective meaning boastful. The braggart veteran soldier is a stock character in comic opera. Now you try braggart. One more time. Cache. Cache. Cache is a noun meaning a hiding place or something hidden or stored. Treasure hunters hope to find a cache of gold or other valuables in every sunken ship they explore. Or, during spring cleanup, I stumbled across a cache of nuts some squirrel had laid up the previous fall. Now it's your turn. Say cache. And again. Clarification. Clarification. Clarification is a noun meaning the act of making clear, or an explanation. If you don't understand the instructions for a test, ask your teacher for a clarification. Or, at a press conference, the president sometimes offers a clarification of his administration's foreign policy. Now you say clarification. Repeat the word. Despondent. Despondent. Despondent is an adjective meaning without hope or discouraged. People who lose all they possess in a natural disaster cannot help but feel a little despondent. Similarly, a sudden downturn of stock prices usually makes investors a bit despondent. Your turn. Say despondent. Once again. Embezzle. Embezzle. Embezzle is a verb meaning to steal property entrusted to one's care. Someone who has embezzled funds from a company may abscond to Mexico. Similarly, a bank clerk may be able to embezzle thousands of dollars from depositors' accounts before he or she is detected. Now let's hear you say embezzle. Try the word again. Heartrending. Heartrending. Heartrending is an adjective meaning causing mental pain or grief. Seeing innocent children suffer is a heartrending experience. Or, the tragedy of the Vietnamese boat people was a heartrending reminder of the price many are willing to pay for freedom. Your turn. Say heartrending. One more time. Leisurely. Leisurely. Leisurely functions as two parts of speech. It can be an adjective meaning unhurried. Taking a leisurely bath in warm water will sometimes help sore muscles relax. Or leisurely can be an adverb meaning in an unhurried way. You may browse leisurely through the newspaper on Sunday morning. Now let's hear you say leisurely. And again. Lethargic. Lethargic. Lethargic is an adjective meaning unnaturally sleepy or dull and slow-moving. In hot climates, most animals grow lethargic during the middle of the day. Or, I usually become rather lethargic in an overheated room. Well, it's your turn now. Say lethargic. Once more. Malady. Malady. Malady is a noun meaning a sickness, illness, or disorder. Doubt is often regarded as a spiritual malady. Or, someone may be suffering from a puzzling malady. Now let's hear you say malady. Again. Mellow. Mellow. Mellow functions as two parts of speech. It can be an adjective meaning ripe or gentle. A certain type of music may be pleasantly mellow. Or mellow can be a verb meaning to become gentle or sweet. A painter may mellow his palette as he grows older. Now you try the word. Say mellow. Repeat the word. Nomadic. Nomadic. Nomadic is an adjective meaning wandering. Persian rugs were originally made by nomadic sheep herders using portable looms. Or, all over Europe, gypsies are being urged to give up their nomadic habits and settle down in one place. Your turn. Say nomadic. Once more. Piecemeal. Piecemeal. Piecemeal functions as two parts of speech. It can be an adjective meaning one piece at a time. Critics might complain that a proposed new law was only a piecemeal solution to a complex problem. Or piecemeal can be an adverb meaning gradually. Lack of funds may force a major repair job to proceed piecemeal. Now you say piecemeal. Repeat the word. Quest. Quest. Quest is a noun meaning a search or hunt. It is Sir Galahad who goes on the quest for the Holy Grail. Or, in 1849, thousands of Americans rushed to California in quest of gold. Your turn. Say quest. And again. Random. Random. Random is an adjective that means by chance or irregular. The names of the winners of a raffle are usually selected at random. Or, during an election year, pollsters may take a random sampling of voters' opinions. Now you say random. Try the word again. Rant. Rant. Rant is a verb that means to speak wildly or noisily. A disgruntled employee may rant on endlessly about company policies and conditions. Or, you may sometimes feel like ranting at the injustices of life. Well, it's your turn now. Say rant. One more time. Reinforce. Reinforce. Reinforce is a verb meaning to make stronger or to support. Steel rods are often used to reinforce concrete walls. Or, catchy songs or slogans can often reinforce a campaign message. Now you say reinforce. Repeat the word. Seclusion. Seclusion. Seclusion is a noun meaning isolation or solitude. The early Christian monks of Egypt sought the seclusion of the desert in order to find God. Or, animals and insects, as yet unknown to science, live in the seclusion of the Amazon rainforest. Your turn. Say seclusion. Once more. Status. Status. Status functions as two parts of speech. It can be a noun meaning relative rank or position. Among Native Americans of the Pacific Northwest, status is conferred by giving gifts to one's neighbors. Or status can be an adjective meaning revealing rank. Status symbols often play an important part in people's lives. Now you say status. And again. Turmoil. Turmoil. Turmoil is a noun meaning a state of confusion or mental agitation. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Russian economy was in turmoil. Similarly, many an aristocrat lost his or her head during the turmoil of the French Revolution. Well, by now you know the drill. Say turmoil. And again.